Rose here. Well, I went ahead and made that phone call. I got a urge from Spirit to go ahead and call Sepp Hasselberger, ex-president of Scientology Germany. Still got Scientology all wrapped up around him. His suppression of any feelings, which he sure didn't like the feeling probably of having fucked up in his timing of having dropped his gift, because he doesn't like to see me without money, without funds, he said. But he made sure to make it clear that at no point did he respect me, value my art or my work or my services or any of that. Dehumanizing. That is paternalistic, financially abusive, regardless of what you're giving. It's the how and the why of what you're giving. And when privileged people do that to marginalized people, it's sick. Sick and twisted. So this man pretends on the internet to be a supporter and wanting to move into new economies and criticizes what's going on and has this pretty big following. A lot of women that he dribbles drops of money on for his own ego boosting. And that money comes from Rome. He doesn't look into any of his own heritages, colonization, his own shadow work, his own internal processing, inner child healing. He does not honor or respect that. So if you are following him and he is playing games with you too, like he did with me, might want to think about that. I got some feelings to sit with today. I think I'm going to go do some ending rituals to cut these ties for good. He says, don't worry, I won't do it again. No, I kind of hope not. I don't want my money that way. I don't want to be supported in that way. Support, I call in from people that actually support my work, that value what I bring, in especially these times that are inspired and know that if somebody doesn't do what I've done, it doesn't get done, and there's no path for anybody else to get out of all of that materialistic commercialism, commodification. And I've really done my best not to commodify what it is I do and rely on blessings to support it. But the fact is that had he had to pay somebody to get him out of the situation that he was in, it would have cost him a lot. A lot. He'd have probably had to go to, a lot. I put myself in harm's way for him, but he doesn't value that. He wants to see, he's just given a gift. He doesn't see it that my companionship, that's the exploitation of women's emotional labor. He doesn't value the pictures I took and the reels that I created to promote his business, which would have cost him had we been in some commercial arrangement. My art, he actually invited me there to, initially he framed it that he appreciated my love bombs and the work that I was doing towards love. You know, on his page it says he's about love. He doesn't even know what that is. He misrepresented himself all around. And today, I finally see it really clearly, and it makes me feel sick. It makes me feel embarrassed that I ever did join him. But I'm not going to take that on myself. That's his shame. That's his shame. I have nothing to be ashamed of for having shown up full of heart, all in. He says he brought me there so that I wouldn't be in the cold. He was helping me. See, that's where that helping thing is from, an attitude of superiority. And privileged people with money think they help people or could help people, when what we could really use is people supporting us in non-abusive ways, not exploiting us, giving us fair value for what we provide. And yeah, they can leverage their privilege by sharing their ill-gotten gains that they get from stepping on or using other people, or by participating in that, they can leverage that privilege to provide support and help marginalized people meet their basic needs. But to take away our independence only further harms and marginalizes us. So now I'm in a bit of a pickle, and I have some funds, but those funds cut me out of support I could have gotten that was bigger. I have this situation going on with my dad too, paternalistic, right? That he thinks he'll leave me a dribble of funds when he dies, if it's even still there at this point, which would actually screw me if Social Security is still around. So, yeah, more. Not really support, not what I really need, what they think I might need, and what makes them feel better about themselves. There's no concern for me in that, no real care, definitely no compassion. His cousin Vroni said he did not have compassion, and she's right. I apologize, Vroni. Both of y'all are pretty messed up, but yeah, I think y'all both come from the same place in that paternalistic, privileged thing. But let's put a knife in that one today, and yeah, may he fall on his own sword, and the one he took from me, because he took my magic hat and he took my sword. And the wound in my heart was not worth the money that I got. May people begin to come to me that actually value me as a human being, as a woman, as an artist, as a love walker, peace walker, and for what I bring to this world. actually value. And may my ability to value myself continue to come up, because I met him when I wasn't valuing myself. So it was a match to me then. It's not a match to me anymore. Anyway, that's the start to my day. Yuck. Just yuck. Yuck. Anyway, we're going into all the Gregorian, satanic, Vatican linked to Rome sickness. Just sick. May his own buckets of shame get dumped where they belong. On his head. On their heads. May it be seen clearly for what it is. And rejected thoroughly. They do not know what they do. They damn themselves.